Lancaster, Texas is a city that we're featuring today. We're looking at Lancaster's history, what it's like to live in Lancaster, and we're also going to take this opportunity to look at the affordability, the lifestyle, and Lancaster real estate, which is going to allow us to compare Lancaster to other cities in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you've been thinking about moving to Lancaster or simply want to learn more about the city, then this is a video for you because we're looking at everything you need to know about Lancaster, Texas. Lancaster is located 16 miles south of Dallas and has 3 primary highways giving it access to the rest of the DFW Metroplex. You have Interstate 35 East running north to south, Interstate 20 running east to west, and Highway 342 running north to south. Now, if you're trying to get to Fort Worth to check out the stockyards, give yourself about 45 minutes. And if you want to go to Dallas to check out the Perot Museum, you're looking at 25 minutes. Now, if you need to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, give yourself 40 minutes. Now, I share those heavily frequented locations because at one point or another, if you're going to live in Lancaster, you're going to go to Fort Worth, you're going to go to Dallas, or you're going to catch a flight. But to give you a better sense of what the commute looks like overall, the average commute time for Lancaster residents is 30.9 minutes. So make sure that you're in a vehicle that you thoroughly enjoy because you're going to find yourself in that vehicle a good amount of time. But now that we know where in the world Lancaster, Texas even is, I want to welcome you to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Jaime Resendez, your local realtor and team leader able to help you make money in real estate whether you're buying or selling. And we're on a mission to reach every DFW resident. So if you could share this video with someone you think would benefit, we'd greatly appreciate it. All right, now let's get back to Lancaster because this is what you came for. Lancaster is located in Dallas County and has a rich history dating back to the early 19th century. And while it was first settled in 1803, it wasn't formally incorporated until 1853 and remained a small frontier town for many years, but its population began to grow rapidly in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as a result of the important cotton and oil industries. Lancaster is now home to a diverse population of more than 42,000 people, and its attractive location paired with the vibrant economy has attracted a ton of business into the area, ranging from agriculture to manufacturing companies. So to add a bit more context to the city of Lancaster, I want to introduce an external resource in niche.com, which interprets millions of public datasets on cities all across the country. And as you can see, Lancaster has received a B- grade from Niche, having aggregated the 12 categories you see on the screen. But as we know, an algorithm doesn't tell the complete story. So let's factor in the opinion of current and former Lancaster residents, and the fact that 164 reviews have come in so far and have given Lancaster a 4 stars out of 5. Now this Lancaster report is quite extensive, so I'll link it down below so you can check it out at your leisure. Because now we need to look at the recreation scene. What does that look like in Lancaster? The city of Lancaster has over 600 acres of public land for its residents to enjoy, which consists of over 20 parks, trails, and recreational areas. So regardless if you're looking for activities to do with your family, or want to get involved into some form of athletics, or simply volunteer, connect, and build community, Lancaster has you covered. All right, so now let's look at something that's very important for every homeowner, which is the school system. Because regardless if you have kids or not, it impacts you directly from a property tax perspective and also a resale value. Lancaster ISD has received an accountability rating of a B and educates almost 7,200 students, while the average teacher experience is 11.9 years, which is slightly higher than the state average, with a 4-year graduation rate of 99.1%. Which I'll be honest with you, seems a little bit high considering that 57.6% of the students were considered at risk of dropping out of school. So I don't know exactly how this report is put together, so I will link it down below so you can check it out for yourself. All right, so now on to something that's a little bit more provable, and that is the Chick-Fil-A situation. Is there a Chick-Fil-A in Lancaster? And unfortunately, there is not, so you're gonna have to go to either Red Oak or Dallas to get your fix. All right, so I'm only half joking about the Chick-Fil-A criteria. That might be way more important for me than it is for you. But something that might be a bit more important for both of us is the Lancaster real estate situation. Because regardless if you're a renter or a homeowner, real estate impacts your quality of life. The average home value in Lancaster is $295,720, which is up 22.4% over the last year. And as you can see, over the last decade, Lancaster home values were rising, but nothing truly compared to the last 12 months where it absolutely exploded. However, if you've been waiting on the sidelines for real estate prices to drop in order for you to purchase, you might soon get your wish. But now that we know that the median home value in Lancaster is $297,000, let's compare that number to the surrounding cities. The median home value in Hutchins is $249,000. Wilmer is $227,000. Glen Heights is $353,000. Red Oak is $376,000. DeSoto is $348,000. And the median home value in Dallas is $336,000. So as you can see, when it comes to the median home value, Lancaster's right in the thick of things. But let's continue. What type of home can you actually purchase in Lancaster for $297,000? Those are some good looking homes, right? Well, unfortunately, by the time you're watching this video, chances are those homes have already sold. So for our most current list of preferred homes in Lancaster, check out our link down below, which is also a great time for me to share with you how to calculate your monthly mortgage payment. So you're gonna wanna check this video out right here that shows you exactly how to calculate your monthly mortgage payment in the city of Lancaster, which is mandatory viewing, especially if you're coming in from out of state, because the way that we do property taxes is probably way different than how you're used to doing property taxes, given that we have some of the highest property taxes in the country. But let's not forget, and let's be fair, that there is no state income tax, which is a great segue into our cost of living category. Overall, the cost of living in Lancaster is 1% less than the national average. But when you look at the category of housing on its own, it's actually 23% less than the national average. And from a utilities perspective, you're actually paying 10% more. From groceries perspective, you're paying 2% less. And when it comes to transportation, you can expect to pay 10% less than the national average in Lancaster. So at this point, you might be thinking, Jaime, Lancaster is the city for me. If that's you, congratulations. I invite you to connect with our top realtors, link down below. But if you're still on the fence, that's okay too. I want to give you two comparable cities to consider. I want you to check out Bosch Springs, and I also want you to check out Waxahachie. But the city you absolutely need to stay away from because of the high property taxes, the incredibly expensive real estate, the incredibly high crime rate, and also the terrible schools is the city of